So, I wanted to show off a card that I think everybody should have in their collection. And that's this beautiful one of one Topps Turkey Red, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch at the 2008 All-Star Game. Me. This is the only card in existence, and I could be had for $5 for it, maybe $2 if I'm drinking. Don't know yet. Anyway, guys, I'll just move it aside. Yankee Jets fan 71 here. Just wanted to go over a few things. Actually, not just a few things. Wanted to do something different. This is not going to be a card-related video. It's going to be autographs. And let me explain. When I was doing TTMing, really heavy TTMing for a while back in the mid 2000s, 2010s, I thought of an idea. Instead of sending out baseball cards and such, I wanted to do something different, and I had come up with an idea. You know those ice cream helmets you guys get at the ballparks when you eat ice cream at like Yankee Stadium or Dodger Stadium or Oakland Coliseum and stuff like that? You get the helmets of your team. So I had the idea of sending these helmets through the mail and having the players sign them. Now, sometimes it'd be hit and miss. Usually it was hits, though. And I did a fairly decent job from the ones that I did send out. So I'm going to show off some of the helmet collection. I know this is the majority of it, though. I know there's some that I did not put together. They're still somewhere else. Off the top of my head, I do have a David Wright signed Mets mini ice cream helmet somewhere. I do have a Robin Roberts Philadelphia Phillies ice cream helmet somewhere, and I think I have a Fergie Jenkinson one too, and a Jim Leyritz. So, but these are the ones that I do have close by to me. So, sit back, relax, get a bowl of ice cream if you want, and take a look at what I got. So the first one I'm going to show, if I can just pull these out. This is a Ron Cey, Los Angeles Dodger one. I got this one through the mail. And he signed that in black Sharpie, which came out good. Now, this is before the days when I realized that silver looks better. Now, I do have a lot of them with silver, but some of them actually have black ink, and sometimes the black ink just didn't work, and you'll see on a few of them why. My next ice cream helmet that I'm going to show off, I got through the mail also, and was signed on the side by Hall of Famer Bruce Gossage. Signed that, and it came out in pretty good shape. There's not really many streaks there. You can see a little streak there, but overall the signature is bold. The next one I'm going to show off is another Yankee one, and it's from former Yankee Johnny Cucks. And then he also inscribed it with 56 to 58 World Series champions. You could see some stretching or splotching from where the pink pen, I guess, didn't work out for him. Now here's a helmet where the black didn't work out. And this was signed by Wayne Garrett from the New York Mets. Actually, it looks good under light, but if there's not really much light, you're not going to see the autograph. There's the old school ice cream helmets where they just put a sticker on the helmet rather than paint on the helmet itself. Now, this next one is an ice cream helmet that I actually had custom made. I had a couple of these custom made. There was a guy back in the day on eBay that would make these for you if you ordered them. So I ordered a couple, and I got this also TTM before he passed away. Then this one, shout out to Mike O, because it's one of his favorite players. It's a Brooklyn Dodgers Johnny Padres. Oops, and I just dropped it. Johnny Padres, signed in Sharpie. After a while, I started sending Sharpies to the guys, so that way I could get them signed in better ink. Here's this one I'm going to save for a little bit. when the Washington Nationals came back into existence, I saw that the helmets they were using were similar to the Washington National ones that were used, I believe, in the 50s and the 60s. And I sent one out to Hondo, Frank Howard, and he signed it for me in black. Actually, the black looks good on the red. He was also a Yankee batting instructor for a little while, too. I remember back in the day when I was a kid. Okay, so this one's... I have these actually stored in the Beanie Baby cases. I couldn't figure out how to store these so to protect them, so I put them in Beanie Baby cases. I need to figure out a way when I am able to start displaying my stuff, how to display these helmets. So this one is actually another Yankee, and it's Johnny Blanchard. Was a backup catcher for the Yankees in the 60s. He signed that beautifully in a silver Sharpie. The next helmet was signed also TTM, and it was from a player that I actually have. He has a place in my heart because first baseball game I ever watched, he hit a home run, and it was the American League Championship Series deciding home run, which was hit by Chris Chambliss, Game 5 of the 1976 ALCS. That was my first baseball game I ever watched from my grandma. And as a 5-year-old, I was screaming and yelping and yelling, and I didn't even understand why. And ever since then, I was a Yankee fan. This one was signed in person on the side of the helmet by former Met John Matlock, the 1972 National League Rookie of the Year, on an old school ice cream helmet as well. The next helmet is one of those that was signed lightly. I'm not 100% sure on the signature. I think this is Jeff Nelson. And he signed on the side of the helmet. Okay, going on next is another Brooklyn Dodger. Ralph Branca, signed on the side. This was also in person. I had actually asked him to sign on the... Actually, no, I don't think this was in person. I think this might have been TT. No, this was in person. So I remember I met a few Brooklyn Dodgers at a bank in Brooklyn in the mid-2000s, and Branca was there. But I remember asking him to sign on the bill of the helmet, and he signed on the side instead. Oh well, but at least I got him. And if I got to have Ralph Branca, I have to absolutely have Bobby Thompson. This was TTM, signed in the bill of the helmet when he was living in Jersey before he passed away. I think he moved to Florida, and then he passed away when he moved to Florida. Move this aside. Okay, this is an example of a helmet that, excuse me, I'm sorry, because I'm over here looking while I'm pulling out and I'm having the camera up, so I gotta get a tripod. I apologize, guys. This was an example of a helmet signed terribly in black Sharpie when I did send them a silver. You can see here it's Tom Kelly signed the Minnesota Twins one, but without proper lighting, you're never going to see that autograph. Next one. Now, I have a couple of Brooklyn Cyclone autographs that I don't know who these guys are. So there's one right there. I was going to Cyclone games back in the day when I was dating someone that lived in Brooklyn. She liked the Cyclone, so I would go with her and graft while I was there. What are you going to do? Here's an ice cream helmet of Mark Grace on an Arizona Diamondbacks helmet. Here's one of former Yankee. Got this, I believe, in person. Tex Clavinger. Okay, steady. I reach for another one. It's another Brooklyn Cyclones mini helmet autograph that I have no idea who it is. And no, it's not. I don't think it's of any important Met player that came through the system. I At least I'd hope not, because then I would look really stupid for not knowing who that is. Here's another New York Yankee one. Hank Bauer. Okay, reaching for another one. And it's of another Yankee. Bucky Dent. Signed this TTM for me. And guess what? I got another Yankee. This one's on the side of the helmet. Aaron Small. Remember Aaron Small had a run of wins for the Yankees in like the early 2010s, I think? Or was it the mid-2000s? I think it was actually the mid-2000s, because I saw him at a Long Island card show. And I think if you bought a couple of Upper Deck wrappers, he was signing for free on some sort of promotion that way. Here's another Brooklyn Dodger I got. Catcher Joe Pagniato, who I also believe played with the Mets at some point. Okay, got a few more to go. Let's try to keep this steady as I reach for another one. And it's a New York Met, if I could find it. Here we go. Signed on the side, Mookie Wilson, on the old school black helmets. I can't stand the Mets, but I really hated the black uniforms. I know some Met fans are dying for them to bring the Met uniform, those black uniforms back. I'm screaming no, 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 no. The uniforms I hated for the Mets was the black ones. I hated the one with the racing stripes, and I hated the ones that didn't have the pinstripes. Mets have nice uniforms. I will admit that. They have nice uniforms if it's the blue and orange with the pinstripes. That's it. Do not try to change. Although I think the baby blue batting jersey tops that they sometimes wear for spring training are pretty cool also. Other than that, don't change the outfit. Don't change your guys' uniforms. Leave the black alone. Got another Yankee one here. And this one's signed in black also. Gil McDougall, former shortstop for the Yankees in the 50s. Signed in black. That's never going to look, that will not look good at all. Got two more. These two are actual Hall of Famers. Sorry for that. This one is of Raleigh Fingers. Got this TTM'd. Shout out to my A's friends. Eric, Smitty, and I got this one other one, and I just became a viewer of his, and dude, I'm so sorry I forgot. It's Sunday night, I'm tired. I will do another video, and I will give you a shout out then, bro. I'm so sorry for forgetting. But that's another Oakland. But I do give you a shout out, and I will give you one personally once I remember. And finally, the last helmet that I have close by in my possession is of Al Kaline, a Detroit Tigers ice cream helmet. So that's my helmet collection. I do have a couple more. If I find them while I rummage around here, I will show them off in a later video. Just wanted to post a video up that was a little different than cards and show off some of the stuff I did collect also. And I do have to figure out a way to display these once I do get things up and running. And hopefully that'll happen soon. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Click that thumbs up button if you like the video, and let me know what you guys think. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Good night. Baseball cards forever, I say. Peace.